So I want to walk you through my thought process of creating my dream kitchen. So COVID happened and I was stuck in my house. And so I kept looking at this dark, dingy kitchen. Remember, this house was built in 1900s, so actually 1901. And so there was a big dividing wall between the living room and the dining room and the kitchen space. And went all the way up to my living room. So the kitchen was very small, big appliances, builder grade cabinets, builder grade vanity, not even vanity, countertops, and it was really bad. So in sitting there, I thought, what do I want? So I started sketching out and dreaming big, right? Because I always tell people, if you're designing, dream big, and then let your budget, curb what you're trying to pull together. So what I did was, the first thing I dreamed of is just opening up this space, having a nice little walkthrough, and when you walk through, you open up and you see everything. And so I didn't think about colors with this kitchen yet. I just thought about functionality. I wanted a countertop. So that means I would knock down this wall to create this entertainment space right here. I want to entertain. I want to feed people. I want to be still part of the conversation while I'm still doing work in the kitchen. And so when you look at here, the counter has to be long and wide. I also thought through, in my functionality, I'm interested in creating cabinet space to hide my stuff, but I wanted clean lines. I like the farmhouse kitchen, so I really went all the way through with it. Like, if I think about the glass, right? In terms of looking at my cabinetry, you can see my stuff. I think about the pot filler. One of those things that I love, like from Chip and Joanna Gaines, the pot filler, fill my pots with soup and stuff like that without having to go to the sink. One of the trickiest parts to let my contractor know what to do is I wanted this island to contain cabinetry, dishwasher, and a sink, right? And I had to walk him through it. And he wanted it to be 6 feet. I wanted it to be longer. So it is longer. And this is my dream kitchen. I have my wine cooler on one side, my farmhouse sink in the middle. I also have my dishwasher, because if you think about how I move in the kitchen, the first thing I do is I grab something from my pantry or my fridge. I pull out either a bowl or a pot or a pan, and then I wash it. And then I can clean up and I do it there, or I use my stove. So it's a real easy flow. And that is my dream kitchen. Another thing that's a dream of mine is, what do I want to do with this space right here? I love, love, love the idea of having something more transitional, something more comfortable. And so I didn't want a dining room table because that was so formal, and I'm not a formal person. So I wanted a little eating nook. Right? Really small, really dainty, nice little eating nook where I could sit down, eat, work, talk, and have a good time with my friends. So here's my breakfast nook. And when you open up the window, you see my nice little Go hardware. You get to look outside and get that natural light. And then plants, right? My cousin is a plant person, so it was her idea to have greenery, live greenery. I'll take a plastic plant in a minute, and I think this really works for me. But one of the things that I like is glam. So I wanted to add gold fixtures, so you see I got white, black, gold, and I think that really helps out for me. And another thing that I think is really, really, really clean is the floors. The floors, instead of having it run, put it down, running straight, like left to right, I had it coming up and down because I wanted to actually encompass the length of the room and for it to feel a little wider, more open. Another thing that I really, really love about these floors is their light. So when you think about earth, sky, you also think about, you think about the brown, the grays, the cool tones. It grounds the room and makes it feel better against all this white. Now, I told you I love color. So I know you're probably thinking, are you really, are you hypocritical because you got a white kitchen? But I feel that a white kitchen, for me, really brightens up the place. I've got a window that brings natural light, but it stays light even in the darkest of night. And I like the brightness. And I think also for me, I cannot see myself with dark countertops or brown countertops. I did play around with the idea of having blue, but I like it white better. And if you think about it too, it really is a transitional space to my blue. So I have blue in my nook and I have white walls. And I think that can showcase my artwork the best. And so I actually created these moldings. So it was a blank wall, created the moldings to showcase my art and my flair of, design. And I think that's it.